Welcome to another episode of the Positively Insane Podcast with your host and spirit guide, Kevin Alexander.
What it is, motherfuckers. Holy shit. So, wasn't even planning on doing a podcast tonight, but, man, I've just been seeing some fucking crazy shit on Facebook lately, and it's got my brain, all tied up in knots trying to sort some of this shit out. Like, I just don't get it, man. Like, just when I thought I had people figured out for the most part, and that like they couldn't surprise me anymore, then something comes out of fucking left field, and I'm just sitting there with my jaw hanging open like, what the fuck did I just see? Or hear? Or read? Let me start off with this one news story that's been making the rounds on Facebook as of late. And it's like, Jesus Christ, like, if you know me, or, even know me a little bit, or, like, if you've been on my Facebook a while, or if you know me in person, it's like, I'm not racist, alright? I am so not racist, it's not even funny. But sometimes I see something that just it makes me the first thing I think, and I'm not gonna say the word because I ain't trying to start no fucking wildfires. This is only episode 5 of my fucking podcast, not counting the 20-some 15-minute episodes I did a while back. But sometimes you just see things that just make you want to scream the N-word at the top of your lungs, right? And I was thinking about it tonight at work. Like, instead of even using that word, period, I'm just going to go with trash. Because, in my opinion, every race has its trash, right? You got white trash. Everyone's very familiar with that term. And you also got black trash. And now there are black people who will tell you the same. That there's a difference between black people and what they would consider the N-word or whatever. And I fucking sound so stupid saying the N-word. It's retarded. So we're just going to say black trash. You got black people, and then you got black trash. You got white people, and then you got white trash. You got, Mexicans, and you got Mexican trash. Every race has its trash. And if you disagree with that statement, chances are you're part of the trash. But so there's this video, and I just fucking... Let me go a little bit farther back in time. Because this mindset, or no, this thought has run through my head before in the past. And I remember about a year ago, I saw an article about, and I believe the person was black, who, tried to rob, like, a Pizza Hut or something like that. And maybe I'm wrong about the race of this particular instance, but I don't think I am. But just in case, we'll just say a person tried to rob a Pizza Hut, and somebody in the Pizza Hut, I believe it was an employee of the Pizza Hut, happened to have a gun. They had a concealed permit to carry or whatever, permit to carry a concealed weapon, and they shot the robber. And the would-be robber's mother was shocked and stunned, not that her son was shot in the process of robbing a store, or she wasn't shocked or stunned that her son was even robbing the place. No, she was shocked and stunned that the employee had a gun. Like, she was mad about the employee having a gun. Like, she didn't even give a fuck about the fact that her kid went there to fucking rob this place, right? No, she was mad that there was life and death consequences to his actions. She didn't think it was fair. She didn't think it was fair that this fucking Pizza Hut employee shot and killed this kid. And I can't remember the article completely, but I mean, basically, I got the feeling that if she could find some legal way to press charges against this, in my opinion, hero, she would do it. You know, like, she got in front of news cameras, and she didn't denounce her son's actions. She fucking attacked the person who basically saved the day. And a very similar situation here again with this video, this news video that's been making its rounds on Facebook, where now this definitely was a black man, black teen, apparently broke into a woman's house, and I think she was like in her 50s, I don't know, she was an older woman, broke into her house, and I guess while he was on his way out the window, she shot and killed him. And which in my opinion is well within her rights, you know. Jesus Christ, Cat, what are you screaming about for? Shut up. Can't you tell I'm working here? Damn, such a whiny bitch sometimes. So anyway, this kid broke into her house, apparently didn't steal anything. She was alerted by her security system. She came home to investigate, saw him exiting the window, and she shot and killed him. And now, flash forward, you know, to the reporter interviewing like a sister, maybe a cousin, and a friend, two black females. And they don't... all they have to say was this woman went too far. You know, she went beyond her rights. She went above the law. And she never should have shot him. She should have just called the cops. And then the one girl even went so far as to say something along the lines of, he was a good kid. He was a smart kid. He was going to college. When you live in the hood, you understand. How else was he supposed to get money for school clothes? And I'm just like, what the fuck did you just say? How else was he supposed to get money for school clothes? And then before that, this woman is a bad person for defending her property with a gun. Motherfucker, I don't give a shit if you live in the hood or, you know, if you live in fucking Beverly Hills. You break into someone's home, you best be prepared to get fucking shot. Especially in the goddamn hood. Now, yeah, I'm white. But I grew up poor as fuck. I'm still poor as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I did not grow up in a good neighborhood in Portland, Oregon. You know, it was a shitty neighborhood. I knew where to get heroin by the time I was 11. I just didn't know what heroin was, but I knew where to get it. There was my friends and I, every day after school, we had a hobby for a while. We would walk around the apartment complex of, like, you know, it's a couple hundred apartments. It was a very large apartment complex. We walked around the apartment complex. Our after-school hobby was to find the heroin needles, figure out where they're at, and then go to the manager's office and let them know so the maintenance man could go and collect all the heroin needles. So I didn't live, you know, I didn't grow up and have a privileged life. The majority of my Christmas presents were school clothes. You know, that the majority of my Christmas presents were school clothes. But there are people who were far less fortunate than I was. You know, I'm not talking shit about my upbringing. That's kind of irrelevant. What I'm trying to say is, there's no excuse. I don't give a fuck who you are. Don't sit there and tell me you can't get money for school clothes unless you rob somebody. And if you do rob somebody, and you get shot in the process, don't act like it's not your fucking fault. I mean, obviously this kid's dead, so he wasn't talking for himself. But, I mean, if my brother's robbing people, shut the fuck up, cat. I'm trying to think here. Damn. I'm gonna throw this at you. That's what I thought. Don't look at me like that. I'll end you. Yeah, you be quiet. Daddy's working. Fuck. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. This just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. And very, very few times have I ever just wanted to scream that one particular word out loud. And this particular instance was one of them, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, you're gonna stand there on TV and do a poor me, poor him pity story? The motherfucker was trying to rob a bitch. He got shot. He's a bad guy. She killed a bad guy. Doesn't fucking matter, really, what your race is. Whether you're white, fucking black, Hispanic, fucking whatever. You break into someone's house and you get shot, you got what you fucking deserved. If you need money for school clothes, get a job. You know what I'm saying? Get a fucking job. Jobs are everywhere, motherfucker. Especially in the hood. Because apparently nobody wants to fucking work. If you want to work, there's probably work for you. Go look for it. Stop breaking into fucking people's houses. Or keep doing it. I don't give a fuck. Just don't act surprised when you fucking get shot. Jesus Christ. I mean, I've never heard something that immediately made me feel dumber for having heard it. Like, I'm a part of the same species as the person who said that. How else was he gonna get money for school clothes? If you live in the hood, you'd understand. I asked my mom, she'll agree with you. I basically grew up in the ghetto. She wouldn't understand. I don't understand. And I've broken into people's houses before. Don't get me wrong. I've broken into people's houses before. I've broken into stores before. I mean, I got arrested for breaking into a store when I was 16. I had a gun pulled on me and everything. You know, I'm not saying I'm better than these people. I'm saying I've basically done all this same shit, right? But I never sat there and said, well, I was trying to get money for school. No, I fucking wasn't. And no fucking he wasn't. I don't know anybody who's putting in the effort to go to school, and in order to do so, they're breaking into old ladies' houses. Like, those two things kind of don't really go together. And if they do, it's super rare. Super fucking rare. Like, I just... This whole concept of, you know, people shouldn't be able to defend themselves or their property with guns in case someone I love decides to try to rob them. I shouldn't have to worry about their safety. Like, maybe teach your kids not to steal shit. My mom did her best. She tried her hardest. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. Thankfully, I didn't get shot in the process. I did have a gun pulled on me, though, by a police officer. That was enough to scare the shit out of me. I didn't need to be shot. And I never did something like that again. But I have done that shit before. It blows my mind. It blows my mind how anybody in this world, they could have a relative of theirs commit a crime and get killed in the process, and they're gonna be mad at the person who defended themselves. Like that just turns my brain into scrambled eggs. How much fucking sense does that make? And it's crazy because these people exist in the same place or in the same time. They exist in the same country. They're living at the same time as me. That they're part of the same species. And somehow their background and my background, even though they're super similar, somehow they're so different that I understand the consequences of my actions and accept them, and they cannot or will not. And again, this really doesn't have anything specifically to do with the race of the person, you know, because I know white people who are just like this, and I know Hispanic people who are just like this. This isn't specific to anyone's race. Just in these two particular incidences, the Pizza Hut guy, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty positive he was black. In this particular situation, another black person, another black neighborhood. And because of that, them being black people, that's why that particular word went screaming through my mind. But had it been a white person, I would have, you know, the worst possible word I could think of to describe that particular person would have run through my mind too. Or any other race. Because when you're that fucking retarded, I immediately lump you in with the worst of your kind. But I probably shouldn't do that. Because that's... Why do I gotta make you... why do I gotta lump you in with white trash, or black trash, or Mexican trash? Because it's really irrelevant what the race is. You know, the more I'm thinking about it as I'm speaking about it, you know, they're all trash. For some reason, you know, that's one thing I haven't quite gotten beyond, is that subconscious division of race. Something I think I need to be more conscious of going forward, actually. Because like I said, I'm not a racist person. But sometimes I have racist thoughts. Not and they're not hate-filled thoughts. I don't hate black people. I don't hate Mexican people. I love everybody. Unless you give me a reason not to love you. But I still have those certain thoughts that are race-oriented for some reason. And I'd like to work on that. I'd like to work on that for sure. Because it's fucking retarded. But anyway, that shit boggles my fucking mind. It boggles my fucking mind. How you can be mad at somebody. How you can be mad at somebody for legally doing. I mean, that's just it. She was within her legal rights to do what she did. So was the guy at Pizza Hut. And these people, in particular, both said, that civilians should not be allowed to own guns, so criminals don't get shot. It's like, motherfucker, that's a big part of why we have guns. So we can shoot criminals when they encroach, on our territory, within our homes. My home is supposed to be a safe space. And as soon as you make me feel like it's not safe and you start coming through my window, if I got a gun, I'm fucking shooting you. And I'm not even going to ask questions. I don't give a shit what color you are. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just beating a dead horse here. But this other thing I saw on Facebook tonight just fucking had me in stitches. Completely irrelevant to the previous topic. There are these two girls. I won't mention their names, but I've been Facebook friends with them for probably close to a year now. I believe I met them in a group specifically for roasting people. And I was trying to, have my go at roasting. And then I realized that I'm just not. I mean, either I went super mean with my roasts, or I just didn't have the heart to roast people. But for some reason, these two girls thought I was funny. And we've been Facebook friends ever since. And, they were best friends. And they're young, I call them girls, they're young women. They're like 19, 20, somewhere around there. I don't fucking super know. But they're not that far out of high school. And they were best friends. And both of them seemed like they were making a lot of posts about shit going wrong in their life. Like they were struggling through some heavy shit. And I did what I always do. I reached out and I was like, I gave them some pep talks, some motivational speeches, yada fucking yada. And I was like, you ever need some advice, hit me up. I've been through some shit, right? I've been through some shit. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I mean, sure, what they're going through is heavy shit, but it's not the kind of heavy shit I'm used to. Like, I've been homeless as fuck. I've done a lot of drugs, been addicted to a lot of things. I kicked a lot of things. I have a lot of experience, a lot of life experience to draw upon when it comes to advice and shit. I was in a 6.5-year abusive relationship, yada fucking yada. This isn't a story about me. This is a story about these girls. And I kept asking them multiple times, what the fuck's going on, man? Like, what is happening with you two that life is so fucked up? And neither one of them was telling me. So I quit asking. I was like, fuck it. I've said what I have to say. It's none of my business beyond that if they don't want to make it my business. And then today, or tonight, I should say, I see one of them make a post. And see, one of these girls was married too. And man, I thought, and this shit caught me completely out of left field, because I thought these girls, I mean, I knew they smoked weed, and I knew they liked to do acid, and they probably liked to do some fucking Molly from time to time. You know, I knew they were typical young women, you know, living their lives, doing their shit, whatever. I was just like, stay safe, whatever, do your thing, I don't give a fuck. You know, I've been there, I've done that. But I kind of thought they were just like, I don't know what's the word. Not innocent. I didn't think they were innocent, but I just shit. I can't. I'm just drawing a blank here on how I viewed them. Like I guess innocent, good girls. I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't really know these girls. I only know what they fucking post on Facebook. And for the most part, the shit they posted on Facebook, other than some drug use, was, you know, pretty typical shit for young women. You know, nothing outrageous. Nothing too insane. Nothing too wild. You know what I'm saying? And so I just looked at them as just regular, average young women. Nothing too crazy. They seem like good kids. Seem like good, average kids who just like to party. And then I see a post tonight which totally explains all of the previous posts they've been making over the last week or two about life fucking falling apart and this and that. And apparently, and I hope they don't get, if they listen to this podcast, I hope they don't get mad at me for saying this, but I mean, it's like some fucking Days of Our Lives type shit going on, right? Like, the one girl either cheated on her husband, or her husband cheated on her, and then she became a stripper. And then now then the other girl recently broke up with her boyfriend, and her ex-boyfriend that she just broke up with also fucked her best friend. And also these two best friend girls, apparently they were fucking each other for a while. And it's like there's a whole group of people that were all fucking each other and also fucking each other over at the same time. Like, the one girl's marriage is apparently destroyed now. The other girl's relationship is apparently destroyed now. Their friendship is apparently destroyed now. And I'm just sitting there reading this post and all of the comments in the ensuing comments on the post, and all of these girls, super pretty girls, every single one of them, and they're all like slut shaming each other left and right. Like, this girl's accusing that girl of fucking this guy or that guy or being a stripper or fucking whatever. And it's just like there's all this slut drama. And I was fucking laughing my ass off reading that shit. It was the fucking funniest thing I have read in a while. And I even posted on there. It's like, you motherfuckers got no chill. And like, I even said I was laughing my ass off reading it. And I said I was sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but this is hands down the fucking funniest thing I have read in a while. It's like, why are you all fucking each other? Like, what has happened? What has happened with this? I'm not that old, guys. I'll be 33 next month. I'm not that old. What the fuck has happened with this? Why are these younger kids, why are they all fucking each other? Like, nobody goes on dates anymore. Has anybody noticed that? It's like they'll just smash and dash. Like, nobody gets to know each other anymore. Motherfuckers, stop messaging me. I'm trying to work. God damn it. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off. But yeah, man, like, even these teenagers I work with, 17, 18-year-old fucking kids, I'm looking at them like, you literally just got the umbilical cord cut, and they're fucking everybody. They're all fucking. I remember when I was a teenager, like, some kids in my grade were fucking. Like, we always knew the small handful of girls that were fucking older boys. Like, we all knew a couple of them, right? But for the most part, the majority of the kids my age weren't fucking. We all pretended like we were fucking. We all told stories of people we fucked over the summer that we never fucked. You know? But these kids are actually fucking. And they're doing a lot of drugs, too. They're doing a shitload of drugs. Damn. It's like everyone wants to be a grown-up, but they have no fucking concept of what being a grown-up actually even entails. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I just, this whole year that I've been friends with these two girls, they were like seemingly best friends. And apparently they were fucking each other, which I got nothing against that. Apparently that was cool for everybody. But why do you gotta go even farther and fuck each other's men? And, like, it's like, these fucking kids got no goddamn chill. No fucking chill. Like, I wish that I could take chill. I wish I could take my chill and put it in little baggies and sell it for $20 a gram, because I would be fucking rich as shit selling chill to these kids. It blows my goddamn mind. It blows my fucking mind. I'll be 33 next month, and I've only ever fucked 2 girls. I could have fucked more. I could have fucked a lot of more. A lot of more. A whole lot of more. But I don't fuck them, because to me, everyone loves sex, right? I love the fuckins. I love the fuckins. Who doesn't love the fuckins? But the fuckins without the lovin's equals nothing. You know what I mean? The fucking without the lovin' equals nothing. It's empty. It's just glorified masturbation. That's all it is. I could go to the bar fucking on Friday night. You know, I'm not the best looking dude in the world, but I feel like I'm a solid 6.5. Good low 7 maybe on a good day. I'm not a bad looking dude. I'm kind of handsome. I could easily pick up a 6 or a 7 any fucking weekend, and I could fuck that bitch. But it would just be masturbation with extra baggage. It makes no fucking sense to me. Like, I'm the kind of guy, if a girl wants to fuck me on the first date, I'm feeling a strong nah. I'm feeling a hard pass on that. Unless I've gotten to know her for a while, like online or something, and then we meet up and things are just clicking, and then the fuckings happens, I'm okay with that. But if, like, you hit me up on Plenty of Fish, and you'd be like, let's go out for some Chinese, and then let's fuck, I'm gonna be like, what the hold on. Like, when's your birthday? What sign are you? What's your middle name? You know? God damn. Chill the fuck out. Jesus fuck, chill the fuck out. Give me some of that foreplay. Let's get to know each other. Just at least a little bit. Tell me your fucking hobbies. Do you like mixed martial arts? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. You know? Tell me something about yourself. Don't give it away so easy. Don't give it up so goddamn fucking easy. This goes for guys too, man. Jesus, you know, make it worth the effort. You know, make it an effort. And I'm not saying play hard to get. You know, I'm not saying play head games. I'm just saying I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't care how many sexual partners a girl has had before me. I don't judge. If you fucked 5 guys or you fucked 50 guys, I don't judge. I don't give a fuck, and I'm not intimidated by that. You know, that doesn't bother me. I'm not going to be jealous. I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm not going to be grossed out. I'm not going to be turned off. But I just don't want a girl that's easy either. Because if she's that easy for me, I'm assuming she's that easy for everybody. And I don't necessarily want a girl that's that easy for everybody. Because I've only been in one real long-term relationship. And that bitch was fucking everybody. I didn't know it till the end. But she was fucking everybody. And you know what? She was really easy for me. Really easy. Happened to be the first girl I ever fucked. We happened to fuck the first day I met. And in my personal experience, easy bitches are easy bitches. And I want a girl who is going to tell me her life goals and passions and favorite books, favorite movies. You know, I want to know about her childhood. I want to know about her past. I want to know about her dreams. You know, I want to know what makes her who she is and how she got to be where she is in life. You know, the road that she's traveled and the path that she wants to travel and what she's willing to do to get where she wants to be. You know, I want to sit under the stars and fucking pass a joint back and forth and have that deep connection, that soul sex. You know what I mean? That intimate connection, you know? Because that makes the fuckings 100 times better. 100 times better. Because you got that fucking passionate connection. You know? I don't want to just fuck anybody. I don't want to be fucked by just anybody. I want to fuck the right. I want to fuck the one. And maybe she's not the one forever, because sometimes things don't work out. But I want her to feel like the one for now, and hopefully for as long as possible. But I'm realistic. I understand that, you know, you date somebody, things feel great, things are awesome, and after a year, 2 years, you know, things just, you start to understand the differences that you didn't see before. People aren't necessarily happy or whatever. I'm not trying to tie a girl down forever if she's not happy in 3 years. You know, if for whatever reason the two of us weren't able to work it out or work on the relationship to make it what we thought it could have been, hey man, I'm super chill. I don't give a fuck. Your happiness is a priority to me. Just like I want my happiness to be a priority to you. And even if we don't work out, we're probably still going to be really good fucking friends, because that's just the kind of guy I am. You know, I can't fuck you for 3 years and stop caring about you. You know, cat, give me 5 minutes and I'll pet the fuck out of you. Give me 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I'm old-fashioned, man. And I never thought I would say that. And it's just because everyone else, that these goddamn kids, you know? And like, I'm talking to this one girl, and she's super awesome. She's got a couple kids. She's not much younger than me. And she's amazing. And I think she thinks I'm way cooler than I am. You know, she told me the other day that she thinks I'm super, that I'm smooth as fuck. And like on paper I am pretty smooth. I'm pretty good with my words, you know. I have a talent for the written language, but I don't want her to misunderstand. You know, I don't want her thinking I'm like just some super suave guy when I'm not. I'm not. I'm an awkward dude. You know, I'm a super good guy, but I'm awkward as fuck, man. I'm not smooth as shit. You know, it's adorable that she thinks so, but I'm gonna have to set her straight. I'm gonna have to explain to her, you know, that I'm not as cool as she thinks I am. Like, I'm really not. I work at a fast food restaurant. I don't even have any furniture in my apartment. Not that I couldn't afford furniture, but I spent all my money on my podcast. But yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking people are crazy. People are so fucking crazy these days. Shit. I don't really know what else to say. If you fucking rob somebody, expect to get shot. And if you raise kids, teach them that if they rob people, they're probably going to get shot one day. There are consequences to your actions. And, you know, don't fuck your best friend's husband or boyfriend or whatever the fuck happened there. I don't know. Just don't do it. Don't cheat. That's a huge one. Don't fucking cheat. You know, yeah, I've only had one real relationship. It lasted 6.5 years. It was awful. It was terrible. We were physically violent to each other. It was hella abusive. Hands down, a fucking awful relationship. 100%. And she was fucking around the whole goddamn time. But I never once thought about cheating. Never once. It's just not in my DNA. You know, I grew up with my mom and my stepdad cheating on her. And that was such a terrible experience. You know, when I was 12 years old and I hear them come home one night and I should be sleeping and I'm not, and I hear them fighting about it, and I'm just like, oh my God, you know, this is the most grown up thing I've ever heard. You know, what's going to happen now? Their relationship, I'm assuming, is over. You know, and it's just, I had to grow up after that. You know, I kind of did. My mom fell apart for a little while, and I told myself, I was like, it's just not fucking worth it. It's not worth it to hurt someone that much that you supposedly love. And I'm going to talk, probably the next episode I do, I'm going to tell the whole story about my relationship with my ex. You know, there's so much to tell there. You know, it doesn't do it justice to just skim over it for a couple of minutes. I mean, there's a full episode there, if not more than one episode. But I'm running out of time. So, let's do that. You know the drill, the masturbatorial self-promotion. Find me on YouTube, Positively Insane Podcast. Get me on Facebook. Go to the Positively Insane Podcast page. Like and follow that, please. If you're into the show, subscribe on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter, Positively IPC. But yeah, man, if you're into the show, do me a huge favor. Like and follow. Give me subscribe. For the people who follow me on Facebook, I do like a live broadcast like once a month. That's only for my Facebook followers. Those broadcasts won't be available on YouTube or anywhere else. If you want to get in on those, they're kind of fun. They're getting better with time. You're going to want to follow me on Facebook, Positively Insane Podcast. You can Google that shit. You know, you do whatever. Fucking, that's it. I'll do another episode in a couple days, tell the story about that shitty relationship.